fell down. Couldn't believe it until I stood up 10 toes behind Jesus.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on 10 Toes Behind Jesus podcast. My name is Britley, and I am so excited you guys are here. We are slowly approaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's just crazy. It's just like 1,000 is a lot of people. So I feel extremely excited and blessed. And this whole journey has definitely increased my faith in God. Um, in fact, when I was, God actually got me together because I was thinking about, um, as you know, we're about to reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, man, God, like, you told me to do this, and I literally just did it just simply due to your obedience. And it's like obedience kept going on my mind, like, man, okay, like, I have been obedient, like, just out here blindly, you know. I can't even say trusting God, but I'll say, like, I have been obedient. And so I was just like, man, thank you, God, like, obedience. And God was like, yeah, you have been obedient, but you doubted me the whole way. And I'm like, wait, what you mean? What you? And he's like, yes, you've done this, you've done that simply because I told you to, but you didn't trust me with what I was doing with it. And I said, dang. And as I just was pondering on how my lack of faith was shown through this process, not publicly, but to me, like, I knew what I was thinking, like, okay, I'm gonna start this. Probably no one's gonna watch it, but I'm just gonna do it to do, like, you know what I'm saying? Um, God showed me, like, yeah, okay, we're obedient, but your faith, you gotta work on that. Like, don't think too highly of yourself, Britley. Like, let's be real here. Let's be real. And the equation of obedience plus faith equals a move from God. Obedience is great, but we got to have the faith to match it. So obedience looks like, God saying, pack everything up and drive north. You pack everything up and drive north. But the faith part of it is, I'm trusting that God along this way, God is going to show me what's going on. God is going to reveal to me, okay, this is going on. And so without that faith element, you're just driving like, I don't know why I'm driving. This don't make sense. Like, what's going on here? I don't like, this is crazy. Just doubting God the whole way. And man, I know in college I would have a Bible verse. I would tape my wrist with tape, and I would write a Bible verse. And it's kind of a shame I don't have it memorized. I wrote it on there, but it's a verse that talks about, when you ask. I don't want to mess it up. When you ask, it's like, ask and not doubt, or believe and not doubt. For those that doubt are like the waves in the sea, tossed and turned. So when you doubt, you don't have no anchor holding you down. You're just literally going with the flow. I doubt, so I'm just literally, as the waves are turning, I'm just going in each direction, just out here, right? Like, we cannot allow ourselves to doubt. Like, we have to be strong in our faith and strong in our stance and position and trusting in God, right? Even when we don't know, it's like, I don't know, but I trust God, so something is going to come out of this, right? This is going to be good. This is going to be great, simply just off the faith aspect alone. So I know a lot of us struggle with that, and we don't even realize we struggling with it, right? Like, exactly how I was. I was just like, man, yeah, like, yeah, God, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it, and it's like, man, I know you starting to see it now, but why didn't you see it at the beginning when it was one subscriber, right? So that's kind of like my I guess um my private struggle that I need to work on. I mean, I'm making it public now, but I know it's some people out there that probably especially when you're starting something. It's so hard to start something. Like, it's so hard, and it can be discouraging because you don't even know where to start first or how to even start first. And so sometimes that alone is just like, okay, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to do it. And so that's what I've learned through this process too, is like, it's not being an entrepreneur or things like that. It isn't the fact that our minds work or think differently than everyone else's. It's just we have that factor to blindly try and attempt to do it. And that is really the only difference. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. And that is really, the only difference. Like, everyone has these ideas, everyone has these thoughts. At least I think so, right? But it's just the entrepreneurs are the ones that are like, let's risk it all. Like, let's I don't mind looking silly publicly. Like, you know, I believe that this is going to work. I trust that this is going to work. I'm determined that this is going to work. I'm going to try this. And so that's pretty much is the only difference. And I think our walk with God, it can be similar to that. Those that have just faith that just out of this world, is like, people gonna look at you and be like, are you good? Like, what's going on? And that's why the previous part was, are you pleasing man or pleasing God? Like, if we out here pleasing God, we don't care about man's opinion, right? It's us and God. If he's saying to do something, we gonna do it, and we're gonna do it with a good attitude, right? So that's all for this episode today. For those of you that are obedient, good job, but elevate your faith to match your obedience. And those of you that have great faith, but you just struggling with actually listening and doing what God is saying, obedience unlocks new levels, new doors, new blessings. So the combination of both um, is where we want to be, right? But that's all for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope my experience helps someone out there who may be struggling or dealing with the same thing. And yeah, just I hope we all continue to walk more boldly and um, strengthen our relationship with God. And yeah, I hope you guys stay 10 toes behind Jesus, because he's 10 toes behind you. See you guys in the next video.